And so I'm going to keep this video nice and short and sweet. I'm going to be talking about three products: the iWatch 7, iWatch 8, and the Ultra smartwatch. All three of these watches are Apple products. And so I'm going to start by talking about the oldest watch, which is the iWatch 7, up to the latest versions, which are the iWatch 8 and Ultra. So the iWatch debuted back in 2015, and ever since then, iWatches have been a hot product by Apple. In 2019, around 30.7 million units were sold. So you might be asking yourself, why should I get the iWatch when I have a smartphone? Well, the iWatches can come in handy, especially if you're away from your phone, you don't have your smartphone on your person on you. The iWatch can simply be an extension. So if you're carrying something like heavy boxes or whatever, if you sync your iWatch to your phone, you'll automatically get calls and texts. So the iWatch 7 comes in two sizes. I believe they're both, one size is like 40 millimeter, and the other one is like 45. I believe the smallest size is at least 41 millimeters. The largest size is 45 millimeters. Those are the sizes for the iWatch 7. iWatch 8, I believe they come in two sizes as well. And those sizes are the 41 millimeter and the 45. So the iWatch 7 and the iWatch 8, they're not heavy watches. They come in about 1.48 ounces. So 1 pound is roughly around 16 ounces. So they're not heavy watches. If I check my notes, the iWatch 7 has the S7 processor, which comes at a 64-bit dual-core processor. Now the usage time for the iWatch 7 comes in a really, if you're using it all day, gets you around 18 hours. I assume that with the iWatch 8 that debuted around the 5th or 7th of September, it might get a little bit more usage time, but they're roughly around the same amount of usage time all day. And they'll last longer on standby. So if you're not using or wearing your watches at all, they'll last longer than 18 hours, which will be standby. Now, what I like about the iWatch 7 and the iWatch 8, I believe that if you're kind of person who likes to go out surfing, scuba diving, you'll roughly get around 50 meters of depth, but quite water resistant. And with the Ultra watch, which is the largest watch that came out in September of this year, along with the iWatch 8, I believe that the Ultra watch has a depth of around 100 meters. So if you're a person who likes to go down deep, you want to get the Ultra watch. When you buy the iWatch 7 or 8, you'll have to buy the band. I think you might buy those separately, but I'm not sure. You'll have to check on the website. But with the iWatch 7, it comes in different colors or flavors. It comes in midnight, starlight, red, green, blue, graphite, silver, and gold. And I have the old version. I have the iWatch 7, and this is midnight. Now, if you want to buy the iWatch 7, you won't see the iWatch 7 on the Apple website. You'll have to go on some other website, maybe Verizon. And the last time I checked, the iWatch 7 was selling for around $599.99. The iWatch 8 is what you'll find on Apple.com, along with the Ultra. So those are the two newest watches being sold by Apple currently on Apple.com. So iWatches, they're pretty much the same. Um, the main reason why people get a smartwatch because they want to check their health, beats per minute. That's what these watches can do. And they can't check blood pressure. They're not there yet. Um, but it can detect ECG, oxygen levels present in the blood. They're crack resistant, dust resistant. The watches have an SOS function. And with Apple, since you're getting the Apple Watch, you'll have to subscribe to the fitness app. I believe that when you buy the Apple Watch, you'll get like 3 months or 2, free. But then check the apple.com and it'll let you know how much the Apple Health Fitness will cost. So that'll be an extension that you'll need to get if you want to get the full use and benefit of the Apple Watch. And so with the iWatch 8, basically these watches are getting a lot more sophisticated, and they can detect falls. So if you're riding a bicycle, you fall, it'll detect that you've fallen. Do you need help or assistance? Or if you've been in a car crash, the watch will detect that you've been in a significant car crash, and they'll offer to contact or dial 911. So I believe that's what the SOS function is used for. The king of Apple watches, and that's the Ultra. And so this is a pretty big watch. And it's not a classy watch, it's more like a rugged watch, but it still looks good. So this watch starts at a starting price around $799. So basically you're talking about an $800 watch. And the size that comes in is around 49 millimeters. And it can go to a depth of 100 meters when diving. One of the things that I like about the iWatch, the Ultra watch, is that it's big. I'm always a kind of a person that likes big, products, and it can pretty much do everything that the iWatch 8 can do. It can check the blood oxygen levels, resting heart rate, and it can detect cardio fitness and things of that nature. So it's pretty much a runner's or a cyclist type watch. And lastly, but not least, one of the things I like the most is that this watch is very bright. You're not going to have problems seeing what's on this watch. It has like a 2000 nit brightness display, and it's retina, so it's really bright, and I think that's pretty cool. So I think Apple pretty much knocked it out of the ballpark, with this particular watch, the Ultra. So which watch do I recommend? Well, I think all watches are great. If you like small and you like up-to-date type products, go with the iWatch 8. But if you want to maybe save a little bit more money, maybe you can find a deal somewhere, and you can find the iWatch 7. Both the iWatch 7 and the iWatch 8 are going to do pretty much the same things. This is the iWatch 8, just a little newer. It might have a little bit more in it, but they're pretty much the same watches. But if you want to splurge, you've got the extra cash, definitely go with the iWatch Ultra. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's a big watch, very bright, and it'll give you some bragging rights that you got the biggest watch on the block. So that's it for this particular video. Stay tuned for next Wednesday. I'm going to try to post another video, and I'm going to talk about the iPhone 14 in that particular video. So until then, take care. This is the Tech Sleuth. Peace out.